All right, it's showtime, folks.
There we go.
Welcome to the PCP Podcast. Yours truly, Southern Tiger.
Welcome,
Sitting beside me, I've got the beautiful Athena.
Hello.
And our special guest tonight, the one, the only, the other white meat, Porkchop. How are you doing, buddy?
Doing pretty good.
Good.
How are you guys?
Doing good.
Doing all right for a Saturday night. So I didn't get a chance to bring the applesauce with me for the pork chop, but we'll see what we got going on here tonight. So let's start off the show with pork chop blacking out on us.
Really?
Yep, that's not a good sign.
No, they can't see me.
No, we've got your
There
audio.
we go.
There you are.
He's back.
I moved my computer a little bit, and my USB kind of moved a little bit, and
Upsy daisy, you were gone. Now you're back. Okay, we're good. Let's try this again. All righty. So, how did you get on TikTok?
my daughter, my middle one, she was 7 at the time, was watching videos, and I decided to check it out. I started an account, made like 2 or 3 videos, and then I deleted the app. And about 6 months later, I noticed her watching it again, and then I popped on, and then I started actually making videos, and all goes from there.
Yeah. So you're not a COVID jump on person.
No.
Okay. So tell us a little bit about who Porkchop is.
I'm actually kind of a boring person, actually, but I just like to make people laugh and have fun. And my humor is a little crazy. If you watch my videos, I have one account that's banned, and this is my second account.
Yeah, I remember you saying the other night that you got dumped at, what was it, 30K or something like that?
I just did a celebration video for 30K, and then a couple days later, I'm Thanos.
Yeah.
That stinks.
Yeah, that I can't imagine that's not a good feeling. I'm waiting. Well, I can't say I'm waiting for the day. I try to keep my stuff okay, but
it was frustrating. But then after I figured out I wasn't going to get it back, and I started this account, within 3 days I was already at 1,200, so I could go live again, and I started getting more interaction on this account than I was getting on the other account. So I'm like,
right.
All right, let's I'm not even going to worry about trying to get my other account back now.
Yeah.
Just go with it.
Go with it.
So, what else did we want to talk about?
Well, you are the keeper of.
I am the keeper of the bullet points. So we were just wanted to do, a little introduction, talk about who you are, how was your week, that kind of thing. Just make some small talk.
I'll tell the story again because there's going to be different viewers, but my week kind of started off not good. The first video that you see me make, and do you guys want to do the answer machine thing now, or do you want to wait for that?
Well, no, we'll go to the answer machine because I actually have this queued up. So, 1 second.
And while you do that, yeah, that's the problem. Sometimes you can't hear it. All right, now how?
No.
No, I don't. If I had Nick or Allie, they'd be able to help me with the sound.
It wasn't coming up.
No, that happens sometimes, and I don't know why. I think what you end up having to do is actually get the video, download it to your computer, and then preload it to get the sound. It's
okay. Well, that bites. Well, you can tell the story then.
so you get the calls for the car's extended warranty. So I was quick to hit the. Now, what you've seen on the video, there's more to it, but so I hit the end button, it goes to voicemail. So then I want to get rid of the voicemail, so I listen to it, and as I'm listening to it, it tells me if you want to opt out, hit the number 2. Well, it pauses, and it says, the voicemail is paused, and I'm still thinking these guys are genius for you have to opt out with the number 2. I'm still not realizing. I didn't realize, and I made a video right before the one that I actually posted. And as I'm telling the story, I realized what I was doing, how much of an idiot I was right then and there. So now, as I'm making the video and getting ready to post it, I realize that I'm hitting the number 2 on a voicemail, trying to get them to put me on the no call list. And I'm like, and I'm thinking these guys are genius the whole time, and I'm the idiot that's responding to a voicemail.
I think that's probably happened to everybody at some point in time. I think it happened with me with replying to an email. I instead of hitting the reply, I actually hit the send all to everybody in my contact list. And at work, that's about 1,500 people. So
oh my God.
Everybody got that email, and needless to say, they weren't supposed to get it. So I felt like a stooge when that got through. And I'm getting emails back from people at other companies. They're like, was this meant for me? I'm like, no, it was not. So, yeah.
Yeah. But with me, like the realization is, luckily I'm in my truck all by myself and unloading or just got done unloading, and nobody can hear the video I was making. So after that was my day got even worse. So I unloaded in North Jersey, had to go over to PA to pick up, and when I get over to PA, it is snowing horrible. So I'm empty, and you're going up a hill, and there was an accident happened, so I had to stop and slow down, and I couldn't get up the hill. And nobody was coming to help me. I was stuck there for about an hour and a half, and you have to go to the bathroom, and sometimes you do what you got to do. So I pull out the Mountain Dew bottle.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in between the door and the seat, trying to block so no one can see me, what's going on. I'm on the road. And nobody was coming up, luckily, but I didn't position myself well enough. So I ended up getting a little messy on my hand and a little bit on my pants, and it was dripping down on my seatbelt. I'm like, man, this is a wonderful day.
Well,
that was just Monday.
That's why it's a Monday.
Yeah, that's why that's a good thing that there's only one Monday in a week, hopefully, for most people.
Yeah.
So one of the things that this whole podcast is about is, obviously, it's in the name, positivity. So the big thing to us, and to me in particular, is that a lot of TikTok creators, I know there's a bunch out there that are just not about this, but bringing positivity to TikTok and to life in general. And our feeling is that positivity creates peace. So I know a lot of your videos are humor and you do a lot of duets and everything. How do you bring positivity to TikTok and to life in general?
Well, when I do the videos, I've noticed a lot of people, they'll put people down. I want to make people laugh to bring positivity and make them feel good. So even when I'm doing a duet or a stitch or whatever, I won't call person names. I always try to not hurt somebody's feelings in what I say or do. So,
Right.
and I mean, I have made some videos against bullying and stuff in the past, and noticing smaller creators, even noticing the people who don't make content that are just there to watch and showing appreciation for them to make them feel that they're noticed and appreciated.
Yeah. Well, I noticed you just brought up the bullying and stuff. I know there's a big thing out there right now about the bullying and people getting booted off for bullying or lack thereof. I mean, take the vegan teacher. I mean, everybody's loving the fact that she got kicked off the app, even though she now has 7 backup accounts. But her and her army go after so many people. I mean, they went after Tainted Lyric. They've tried to go after Bar None, but
they might have been some of the reason I was booted on my first account as well.
Yeah. I haven't said anything about her, and that's the reason why.
Can I chime in or no?
Yeah, no, please.
Okay. So as a vegetarian who's a former vegan, I think there are some people out there who are just too judgmental. You know, you do it for, people do it for different reasons, but generally the vegans I've run into have all been kind-hearted people who want to help animals and the earth, and they want to take care of their health. And, you know, there's a small segment out there that they just want to, you know, piss people off.
Now, I made a video on my last account. I don't know if I've made one on this one about this subject. Before I go into that, my next door neighbor is a vegan. His family eats meat, and he cooks meat for his family. He just does not eat meat. He's vegan. And, you know, he's a decent guy. He doesn't judge people. He doesn't. But the point I was going to make about the vegan teacher and people like that, like she says vegan phobic. I can't imagine anybody in the world being scared of somebody who doesn't eat meat. It's like this. And this is the way I put it on either, I don't know if it's far back on this account or my other account, but to people like her, I'm not scared or I don't know the other word I'm looking for it, but because she chooses not to eat meat, that's fine with me. The problem I have is that she tries to instill her beliefs on everybody else and she's an asshole about it. Yeah. So I'm not vegan phobic, I'm asshole phobic, and I don't like her because of that. If she just wanted to eat meat or not eat meat, be completely vegetarian and live her life that way, fine. That's great that you want to do that. And if you find somebody who is on the edge and maybe wants to go your way, then help them along the way. But don't try to shame everybody else into believing what you believe and doing what you do.
Exactly. And I've done some activism in the past, but it's more like trying to educate people versus trying to convert them.
No, don't get me wrong. If you're looking at factory farming and some of the farms and stuff, yes, they do treat their animals horrible. And even me, we have chicken farms around here. I do not like watching them go down the road in their little boxes where they can't even stand all the way up as they're being transported. It hurts me. I'm not going to stop eating chicken, but it's sad to see that. So I can understand, but
yeah, no, I mean, that was one of the things that when we got married, I think you were vegetarian at the time, weren't you? Or were you still
No,
vegan?
no, I was vegan.
You were vegan.
I was still
weren't you?
vegan.
Yeah. So we had a vegan wedding. I gave in and let her have the
You
vegan
gave
wedding.
in.
Well, yeah, I mean, I gave it. I'm a meat
We
eater. I will
compromised.
always be a meat eater.
It
But
was
we
one of
made
our
that.
compromises, dear.
Yes, it was a compromise. So I'll get back to the wedding in a second. But that was one of our deals, is that she would never try to convert me because I am a meat eater. And I told her, I said, well, that's fine. Don't convert me. I'm not going to try to convert you. I'll keep all the stinky smelling stuff out of the house, like fish and stuff like that when I'm cooking. But I'll cook meat in the house. I mean, she's
we share pots and everything. It's just a matter of respect. We just respect each other's wishes, I guess. Our lifestyles are a little different. That's all.
And that's fine. What's up, Amber?
Hello, Amber Griffin.
Hey,
How
Amber.
are you?
She fell victim to TikTok not too long ago, and if you actually have seen any of her videos, she's not. I don't understand how she could have been banned because she's my TikTok sister. So,
Amber is.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it amazes me because, I mean, you see people going after other people like that, and it boggles the mind. And I mean, you see some people that they'll go after people, and you could tell they're just doing it for clout.
Yeah.
And then you see some that are actually going after people maliciously. And those are the people that I would love to see off the app. But TikTok is so broke with their mentality. They'll keep people that are.
I don't even think it's much of a mentality, honestly. I think that the app is so big, and it got so big so fast that they allow their algorithm, their AI system, to run more than anything, because it's almost a month. It took them almost a month to get back to me on my account being banned. And so they just don't have the capacity human wise to make a human decision.
Yeah.
And they allow people like the Vegan Teachers Army to go after people with no repercussions and not even looking into it.
Yeah. Yeah, I actually wonder sometimes if there is an actual person behind there that is doing some of the research, at least.
I figure there's 300+ million people in just this country alone. We're getting close to 340, 350.
Yeah.
Probably even higher than that. And in this country alone, there's probably about 20+, maybe even more than that, million TikTok users. You can't have enough people, because if I put out 3 videos in a day, and every other actual content creator puts out a video, that you can't keep up with that. Nothing. No. Every video that gets reported, can't keep up with it human wise.
Yeah, no. Which brings us to the number of views and the algorithm. Because I know you've been talking about it. I've noticed it on my stuff. The views have been going willy wonky, in my opinion.
For me,
I'll see stuff like the one I did for the podcast tonight, very low views. But then I did one the other day. I don't know if you saw it or not, where the title on it was Bad Tobias. And that thing went through the roof. As well, as far as I've only got 1,500 people that are following me, but it got a ton of views. It got a ton of likes. And after that, the next video got nothing. So it's just a matter of, I don't know what's going on with their algorithm. And it's just weird.
For me, I kind of understand what's going on with me. I am more invested in YouTube now and wanting the YouTube to take off. I want our show to do well. And I'm not shy about this aspect. I love doing it. And I would like to get to the point of where I can, not me, but where we can get paid for it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to ask people for money, but if we can, get enough of a fan base to where YouTube pays us, that's something I love to do. And you want to get paid for something that you like doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where I want to go with it. So
that was one of the things that we've talked about. Yeah.
Yeah.
But in saying that, I promote my show or the Leftovers quite a bit, and people get tired of it. So all the people that ended up seeing my videos see multiple videos. I've lost followers because I promote a lot. So what's up, Allie? So I understand that. But with the algorithm, I've had a couple videos that I got 8,000 views on one video and less than 200 likes, and I don't understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of weird.
Yeah.
It's weird. Now, you just brought up another good topic that we were going to get to, which is your podcast, The Leftovers. Tell us how that came about and what your whole goal. I know you just said you want to get paid for it. So, but tell us what The Leftovers is all about.
Well, it started, I'm close to a year ago, if not just about a year ago. I had the idea. I don't like going live on TikTok very much. I don't like being by myself. I don't feel I'm that interesting just by myself. So I was like, I asked Dilly if he'd go live with me on Instagram. You could do dual lives over there. So we had fun. So I did it the next week and on Friday, and he joined me. And then we kind of, as a family, turned it into an every week show on Instagram. We got tired of that because we were doing shifts. Because back then you could only go an hour at a time, then they kick you off. So then I would start it. Dilly would do the next shift, and then we'd do 3 rounds. Mm-hmm. And then we're like, we're kind of getting tired of this. We need to bring it up. And it took us a little while to get onto YouTube. We started with a different name. We just rebranded everything like 3 weeks ago to The Leftovers. It used to be the Scruffs and Muffs. Mm-hmm. But that's kind of how we got started, and we all enjoy it. It's like hanging out. We can't be in the same room with each other, but every Friday night I get to hang out with my friends, drink, have a good time, talk about some funny stuff, laugh, and put on entertain people.
I think we got a good comment here.
Yeah, it was called the Shit Show on YouTube, on Instagram. We called it the Shit Show.
So hey, dude, it's not letting me click on any of the comments. So
oh, it's not. Okay,
it's not. No.
All right, I'll take care of it from this end then.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
I'm also being the moderator, so.
Okay. Yep, you've got your merch. I was going to plug your merch store for you for The Leftovers, but it looks like everybody in here is part of The Leftovers at some point or another, so you already know about your merch. So I'll plug my merch. My merch store is out there. So if you go to my link at Southern Tigger and TikTok, I've got my merch store up and running for PCP. Pretty cool design, I think.
It's a good name, by the way.
So yeah, and I saw your latest. Oh, I just hit something on my phone. Sorry. Just saw you one of your latest videos that you're doing a new hashtag.
Yeah.
What's that all about?
Well, if it's hard to get going on YouTube here, trying to pull more people. So I figure I need to try to pull more people on TikTok. So Toby's got his army. I don't want to start a family because I'm already a part of an awesome family.
Yep.
So if I can have just a hashtag that people want to use to support me and what I do, then they're free to use it. And,
No, I'll start using it if you don't mind.
By all means, use it.
Okay. And I've got mine. PCP
hashtag
movement.
Porkchop Army.
Yep.
Right?
Yep. Yeah.
Okay.
And you got, is it PCP Podcast?
No, it's PCP movement.
Okay. I'll use that for you.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Oh. So, keeper of the list, what else do you have over there for us?
Yeah, so we covered everything that we had to talk about. Is there anything else that you want to bring up?
We did cover everything.
We have one more question that was about it, the charity that you support on TikTok. And you chose St. Jude's to feature, and we just want to talk a little bit about that. Why you chose it.
Before I met my wife, she lost her son to cancer, liver cancer and complications. So I feel it's a really good cause. Anything that when we are able to donate or anything like that, we try to go anything childhood cancer.
Yeah.
To support that movement because nobody should have to lose their kid to
no, definitely
cancer.
not.
No. That is a sad situation.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if I think that should be a very high priority. So that's why I support St. Jude. And
yeah, no, it's definitely a good one to support. That's for sure. So I know there was one other question on there that the keeper of the questions is forgetting to ask, but who are some of the TikTok creators that you enjoy watching that have either you just enjoy watching them or they've influenced you in some way?
That's a hard question because I'm just I don't really have favorites of very much anything, but in the beginning, and I still like Toby's stuff. Yeah. I know you guys like Toby a lot. I like Toby and everybody around him. Angel,
of course,
JT, all like when I got started, all them big guys that they're a little too big for me now. So I still like their content and I still look forward to it. But I just don't bother too much anymore. But they still inspire me to do stuff. Recently, I don't know, everybody that we kind of got a little group now with Timmons and some other people that are starting podcasts and whatnot that are, great. Timmons lost an account too, and he came back strong. And I supported him when he came back. He supported me with this account, and I like his content. He's a little off the wall.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he is.
I personally like people who walk the line a little bit more. Toby, I know you're a little bit newer probably. When Toby started with his gun sound effects, when he was lighting a lighter, to light a cigarette and it would go off like a gun, I tried to replicate some of that stuff. And, I mean, it was kind of funny, but I'm not Toby.
Yeah. I think that was before I came on. Because I've been on since, I think, May of last year. So, yeah, it's been on just about a year.
But other than that, and then I will have to say this, I mean, pretty much all of my family, the Dilly fam, they keep me going too. So when I did start this new account, I was actually considering not starting another account and going back at it. I was gonna just go with Instagram and wait for other apps to come out, but with all their support, they actually did bring me back to keep on going on TikTok.
Well, I'm glad they
Cool.
did, man, because I
Yeah.
wouldn't have had the chance to meet you if they didn't. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, you meet the friendships that you get from this app and all that stuff is just it's great. And when I first started, the funny thing is, I thought the whole family thing was silly, and I was like, I'm never going to be a part of the family. I'm just going to roll solo. But then I was invited into one. I still rock the hashtag, but I'm not active. I like their videos when I see them. But Angel Love Squad's one, the first one, and then Dilly invited me into the Dilly fam, and I've always been very active and all that stuff with all them guys. So love them to death.
Yeah, it's right now with the way everything is in the world, it's kind of you can't really be around anybody, so it's good to have that online family.
We got Facebook groups, chat groups that we're in with the family, and we do video calls here and there and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So you definitely, there's a lot, even though like you said, you can't be around anybody, but still, that's the closest you can get, and honestly, I like the get-togethers. We'll do them here every once in a while with some of the local friends, but I'm kind of would rather just stay home and
yeah,
do what I do.
I know that feeling too. But yeah, you're up in her neck of the woods from where she's from. She's a New York girl.
Don't tell people that.
Well, I was born and raised in Delaware. I'm in South Jersey because my wife, and maybe I'll get her out of here one day, but I don't know about that.
Well, everyone from New York and New Jersey are here now in North Carolina, so you may as well join them.
Yeah, I would definitely go a little further south. She likes the cold weather a little bit more than I do. I'd rather sweat.
Yeah, no, cold weather's not for me. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Though I had to get rid of this since the last time the videos came out. Got rid of it today. I didn't want to feel emasculated by yours. It didn't in any way look as good as yours, so it had to go. And the gray wasn't coming in quite right. So plus I look a little younger, so it's a good thing.
Oh, if I shaved, I'd probably look like I was in my late 20s. I'd look a lot younger. But my wife won't let me shave now.
Mine. Oh yeah, here we go. Mine today.
Okay,
mine goes out shopping today, leaves me at home. So I decided, okay, I'm going to shave, get myself a haircut, get all pretty and everything for Porkchop tonight. And she comes home, 2 bags of clothes in her hands, sits everything down, says, "Oh, I had a great shopping trip, got a lot of stuff." And she's rambling on about everything, and I'm going like this. She's like, "What?" And I'm going. She's like, "What? What's wrong with my face?" I'm like, "Damn it, not your face, mine." And she's like, "Oh, you shaved and got a haircut." I'm like,
"Oh, last year."
Like, okay, you're just so self-centered.
You have to understand, one, I'm oblivious to the world as it is. Yeah. And 2, clothes shopping is just so awful for me. When I actually find things that I like, it's amazing. So I was excited when I came home today.
Yeah. No, that is true.
Last year, it was probably about the end of March after everything shut down. My barber shop shut down, so I couldn't go to the barber anymore. So I had the great idea of trying to do something myself, and I wanted to trim the sides up, but I wanted to leave the length down here. So I shave it not too close, but I mean, and then I left the goatee longer, and I come downstairs. And my wife looks at me and she's like, I don't like it. And I'm like, what's wrong with it? I think it looks okay. She's like, it's a beard mullet. It doesn't look good. I had to shave it all. Like, I didn't shave it all the way off, but I mean, I trimmed it all to the same length and it was like pretty short. So I had to grow it all back. Took some time.
Yeah, it takes a little while to grow them back in, but yeah, mine was not looking so good. So it had to go.
If I do anything,
come back, though.
If I do anything, when I went to the barber 2 weeks ago and had them shave my head, and I was looking a lot better because I had a shape up here, and I come home and she's looking at me and she's like, "It's been a while since your head was shaved." And she notices everything. If I change anything, she notices.
Lucky guy.
Yeah, I'm the opposite. She can go have her hair colored and all that stuff, and or haircut, and I won't notice shit.
Yeah.
No, I'm the one that notices everything around here.
You are. You're the romantic one too.
Well, that's true. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not very romantic at all.
Not at all.
Hey, it's a thing. So, I know you said Timon's birthday's tonight. You were going to jump off and go to his live, right? After this?
Yeah.
Okay. Athena, did you pull a quote for Athena's quote corner tonight?
I did not. I completely forgot.
Woman,
Should I go grab one now?
Go grab one.
Okay. Be right back.
I tell you, they're not good for anything. Well, they are, but
I was trying to, at one point on Facebook, I was trying to do a daily quote a long time ago. It's
yeah, we try to leave these off with a good quote at the end for people to think about and
Yeah.
just
So we have an inspirational quote that I like to do just to give people food for thought and send them off on a positive note. So this is a good one. How we spend our days is, of course, how we spend our lives. And that was by Annie Dillard. How we spend our days is, of course, how we spend our lives.
for the most, yeah. I mean, that's accurate.
yeah.
Yeah.
Not sure what to make of that one, but
Well, think about all that time.
One of my favorite quotes, and I can't tell you who said it other than the Lorax said something similar, but if you don't change, then nothing changes. If you don't change something, nothing changes. So, I have a couple that are like in my head because of people that I've heard say this. If you're having an issue, sometimes you need to figure out whether it's you, but no matter where you go, there you are. If you're not going to change, you're going to be the same person here as you are across the country. And so if you want change, you got to change.
exactly.
Yeah.
Well, my friend, I appreciate you coming on the show tonight.
Thank you so much.
And I think we'll wrap it up a little early so you can jump over to Timmons, and I'll probably jump over there with you. Wish the man a happy birthday. For everybody that is still in here, I think we got 3 viewers still with us. And for anybody that comes in afterwards and watches this later, I'm Southern Tigger.
Thank you.
We have Athena beside me. And on the far end, we've got the other white meat Porkchop The Man. Find him on TikTok. You'll also find him on YouTube. His podcast is called
The Leftovers.
The Leftovers. And of course, you have us here. We're here every Saturday night, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And you're on Friday nights at 9 o'clock, correct?
Yes.
Friday nights at 9 o'clock.
From 9 until 11. I do have my own Facebook page for Porkchop The Man.
Okay.
I'm going to share this podcast, your podcast here on my page. So maybe some of the people that are following that page will get to see this.
Okay. Yep.
Great.
All of them are recorded. So if you come in and watch this at a later date and seeing this at a later date, I hope you get something out of it. Just remember that positivity does create peace. So take yourself out there, be positive, make a change.
Change the world.
Change the world. Again, Thank you, Porkchop. Thank you, Athena. Thank you, me. And we'll see you all next week.
Thanks for having me. Good night, guys.
Night.